usual Clash of Code stream. Haven't done this for a while because of the programming competition the last few weeks. But now, let us do Clash of Code. Alright. So I have about half an hour today, and we're just gonna see how many puzzles we can do in that short half an hour. And yeah, do join along as well if you are interested to play as well. I will not be hosting any private sessions. It will all just be these public clashes. So just feel free to join in. Alright, we're waiting for one more person and then we can begin. In shortest mode, you have to determine if the input string has more vowels or consonants. Okay, if there are more consonants, print consonants or else vowels. Okay, so I guess we have to take all these letters and count them. So yeah, we can just use Ruby count method. Yeah, we use Ruby because Ruby is much shorter for shortest mode most of the time. So like you can count all this. And yeah, if you count this ing, it will count like all the ing. So that's great. Um, I wonder if we could do a regex for the count method as well. Okay. So maybe we have consonants equals to the string. Okay, maybe we first get the string first. Okay, get s. Okay, and then okay, actually we can also scan. We don't have to count. We can actually scan. But let's see whether count can do regex first. Okay, I think regex is like this, and then if we want to do like vowels, yeah, we probably will do a lower first, or dark Ruby lowercase. If we want to do lowercase for Ruby, we do downcase. So that's it's kind of. Then I'll do upcase and it's shorter. So I wonder if I can do this. Like, can I use a regex as a count method? So undefined method for, oh, okay, this is, I shouldn't use getS, I should use this. Implicit conversion of, okay, so actually this one, I can actually still use this because, like, okay, now there are four, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, which is correct. Okay, so then we can have maybe like vowels equals to x dot len minus c. Okay, let's see whether this works. Okay, size. Okay, 7. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But okay, we have two spaces over here. Okay, so let's try. Okay, let's see how we can we can do a G sub. Yeah, that will actually like sort of solve the problem. Okay, but however, the string might have like stuff like non-letter characters. Okay, looks like they don't have a non-letter character inside, so we can probably do this. Okay, but I mean the better way would be to use something like you do regex and then you exclude a e i o u. Okay, but it seems that the number of letters is odd, spaces can be present, so we can actually like strip the spaces by using G sub. We can do this code here. I'm just thinking whether I should do upcase here because actually I can also do like this. And then I can save some letters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Upcase is 6 letters. Yeah, so we just probably need to do the G sub here. We sub the space with a null character like that. Okay, so we will have like 4, 5, which is correct. And now I just need to print out whether okay, so what we can do is we can print consonants. Okay, okay, so what we can do is like that. We can use the ternary operator like that. C dot counts greater than s dot size minus c. Okay, so if let's say my consonants is more than my vowels, then I'll print consonants. If not, I'll print vowels. Okay, let's see whether this works in Ruby. Okay, syntax error, not a function. Okay, so it probably means I probably need a space. Wrong number of arguments. Okay, so it might be because of this thing here. Yeah, because when I do my assignment operator, it might think that I assign the whole thing. So given 0, expected 1 plus. Space missing after comma. Do I need a space after this comma? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think this is the issue. Okay, so let's put another pair of brackets to just check where the error is. Okay, it might simply be this one, not having a space here. Okay, let me just put all the spaces. Wrong number of arguments, s equals to... Okay, I'm just gonna put c equals s dot count here, and then it equals c over here. Wrong number of arguments. Okay, that's weird. Supposed to be correct. Expected 1 plus. That's weird. That's weird. Wrong number of arguments given 0. Unless this part here is not bracketed. Okay, let's just try this. Put s maybe. Unless in Ruby I need a double quotes for this instead of single quotes. Because Python they accept both. But this is so weird. I have no idea what's the issue here actually. Okay, let me just try something different. Prints 2 greater than 1 question mark A if not B. Oh, I see, I see. So the issue is here. I must have deleted away this. Ah, okay. All right. That was such a silly mistake. I deleted away the stuff that I was counting. So I guess I can put it here now. Okay, we can try printing this. Okay, greater than s size minus c. Okay, so we bracket away this assignment here. Okay, looks like it's good. So I do need a put s after all, like this. Okay, so if my count of vowels is greater than the count of non-vowels, I should print vowels and then consonants. Okay, let's try all test cases. Okay, why is this wrong? Okay, let's take a look at this. There's y over here. So let's try to print this. Is y a consonant? Or y is a vowel? Okay, let's try to do this. Okay, so I cannot do that. Can I do this? I'm just trying to take away as many spaces as possible. Can I? Oops. Okay, so can I do one more like that? I can do one more, one less. Okay, then over here I can do this trick where like I can just put to. So actually in this case, yeah, I do it the wrong way. Okay, so turns out that because of this greater than, it caused an error here. So it's okay. We go back to put as. Yeah, I think this works. Yeah, this should be good enough. Yeah, this counts all the vowels here. Yeah. So I'm thinking now whether like downcase or upcase would be shorter, but it seems that this is 6 letters. Upcase is 6 letters, but you have a dot, so there's 7 letters. So doing this repeated should be shorter. Okay, and then this is why I print out. Okay, I'm just gonna submit this. Okay, so that was 83 characters using this syntax to take away the spaces and then count the vowels like that. Okay, let's see this Python code. This is really very short. Yeah, so you can use an array, and then this index will then be the what you refer to like consonants or vowels. You can use this as an index, and then it just counts. Wow, nice. Okay, so count all of this that is in this A, I, O, U, Y. These are the vowels. Okay, we count this one times 2 greater than len s. Okay, so instead of doing like this one greater than len s minus this thing here, we just simply times 2 here. So actually I could have saved some characters as well if I did this as well. So that's pretty smart. Just thinking, where is the check for the capital or lower letter? Doesn't look like he checked for capital or lowercase. Okay, so I guess he got lucky there. Yeah, why do they not check for lowercase though? Because you cannot just assume this, like if it's if it's capital letter, you wouldn't be able to check this even using Python. So they are missing out the capital letters. But somehow the test case are not rigid enough to penalize people for not using capital letters. But you know, whatever works. Okay, so I'm gonna start a clash. Yeah, feel free to join if you all want to. Yeah, this is like totally chill. I'm very fine to lose as well. Yeah. Okay, so we just wait for a few more people to join. Yeah, I probably will be streaming like a puzzle next week, like solving a medium puzzle or hard puzzle. Yeah, just that this week I only have about half an hour to 40 minutes to stream, so I just stream Clash of Code. All right, let's go. Okay, fastest mode. Okay, so you normally use Python for this. Add the values of letters. Value is the same whether capitalized or not. Non-letter characters will be 0. Okay, an integer n, number of lines following n line string l. Okay, so the string is can be single or multi letters, right? Yeah. Okay. So what do I need to count? Value is the same whether capitalized or not. Okay, so it's like A, B, C, D, right? Okay. Okay, so maybe we can have like alphabet equals to this. Okay, so something like this. And then what we do is we'll have a L dot input dot lower. Okay, so maybe we have like sum equals to 0. Okay, and then if L, okay, so what we need to do is for each letter in L. If L in the alphabet, okay, is already lowered, then what we do is we just add up the L dot index alphabet dot index L. So we find the so index will be written an error if it's not in the alphabet. So we need to have this. Okay, so then we just need to print out the sum here. So we have to put the sum 0 because you do this for each letter. So let's try. Okay, so I need like maybe uh, a false character at this. Maybe I just put a +1 here because okay, do I face runtime issues here? 0. Okay, interesting. 1 8. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, let's just see what my L is. CO. Okay. So okay, here it should be each in alphabet, not L. Okay, I did wrongly. No wonder. Because we are looping through each alphabet, we are not going to basically use the whole string. We're just going to use the letters. So yeah, there was a rather simple problem. Yeah, I just miss out this part here. When I do each letter, I should find the index of each letter instead of using L. So it worked for the first test case because L was a single letter. But once L is like double letter or triple letter, then you need to reference each of the letters in the alphabet itself. Okay, he didn't share his code. Yeah, no matter. Okay, let's try again. All right. J4X. Very nice. He's a good coder. Okay, fastest mode again. Okay, there are plenty of animals in the forest. Given visual representation, count wolves and owls. A wolf is like that, and owl is like that. Okay, they don't intersect, so it's fine. So what we do is like this. Okay, well, okay, row dot find. Okay, we find something in the string, so maybe we find this. Where's my backslash character? Yeah. Okay, find substring in string Python. Yeah. So we have to do the find method. So if find is not -1, okay. Or actually, what we can do is we can just count. So we can just do like that. Row dot counts. So let's see the Python string count method. So this returns the number of substrings in the string. So I think this is good enough for our purposes. So it's like if we have a substring is, then 1, 2, the count is 2. Okay, so let's try this. So we can count this. Okay, line 1, an integer represent number of hours. Okay, so we do want to have like owl and wolf. Okay, then what we do is owl. So this is an owl, right? This is a wolf. Wolf plus equals to this. Okay, and then owl plus equals to row dot counts. Yeah, we only can do this because the two of them are distinct. Okay, if let's say they overlap, we need to do like left right replacement. Okay, so let's just print this. So then we print out wolf, and then we print out owl. Okay, let's try this. Okay, looks good. Let's just submit. I wonder why he got 25%. Yeah. So maybe he printed the wolf and owl here rather than outside the loop. So yeah, this was a problem using the count function in Python, and I think this is quite useful. Like you can use this to find like subsequences in your string. Okay, but do bear in mind that you only do this, okay, when your two stuff that you're finding don't actually overlap. Okay, if you need to like find out like maybe the first wolf you see on the left, you remove it from the string. Okay, you can use like the replace method, the Python string replace method that does from left to right. Okay, you can actually use this, the string replace method. Okay, and you can replace like just one string. So you just keep doing a while loop and then replace this with a blank. Okay, and then this would like prevent you from like overlapping from the two different inputs. But this problem is simple. You can just use counts. Okay, because they are very distinct. Yeah, there's no overlapping characters at all. Okay, let's try this. Do they use count? Oh, okay, they use this is Ruby. So Ruby you can also scan for a certain sequence, and then it returns an array of sequences. You just take the size. Okay, this Python is the same. Yeah, just count. Oh, he joined all the strings together. Okay, so this is actually a way to take in all the input at one go. Like you take in all the strings together, and then he just joined all the strings. Okay, I'm not too sure why he got it wrong, because like, yeah, I guess he thought it was regex and then did a backslash for all this, but there was no need to do a backslash because this is not regex, this is a string. So string doesn't have these issues. uh yeah, I guess, if you do a slash n, a special character. Yeah, but somehow yeah, this wasn't necessary for me. Okay, I'm not too sure why this. Yeah, I think of this character is wrong. Yeah, probably it's because of this. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, let me just delete my windows. It's a little messy. Da-da-da. So Clash of Code, every time I play, I learn like new stuff, because there are some stuff that you just don't use normally, but because you need to do like string manipulation, you need to do some number counting and stuff for Clash of Code, then you have to find the appropriate data structure and the method needed. Yeah. So yeah, actually this helped me a lot when I was learning C++, and I just keep googling all the functions that I needed. But Python is so much easier. I just wish that Python could have the same speed as C++. Then you don't have to do so much work to write such a long code. You can just use Python. Python is really very user friendly. Okay, so shortest mode, normally I'll use Ruby shorter. You're given marble run, a number of bars that will guide a marble during its fall. It falls on this bar, it rolls on the right, this it rolls on the left. Okay, it will fall vertically if not on a bar. You're given the column, and then you find out the column you'll be at the end of the run. It's guaranteed that marble will stay inside, not blocked by any of the bars. Okay, so it's like, where's the marble? 680. Where's the zero? 680. Okay, so this is a very simple if else problem. Okay, but I'm just wondering what are the inputs. Height is h, 6. Width is 8 here, and 0 is the first position. So 0 is here. The marble hits here, goes here, hits here, goes here. Okay, come down, hits here, goes here, come down, and reach here. So basically, we just treat it as when the marble reaches this first position, and then it will be shifted to this location, and then go to the next one and check and check and check. Okay, so yeah, I guess what we can do is we can probably do what they did here, like this. They just collect x. This is a very long way to get the the three inputs. Okay, so what we can do is like that. We can do h is get s. Okay, dot split. Okay, dot map. Yeah, this actually will do the same thing. It's much shorter. So So maybe I need to do like that. Yeah. Okay, let's just print out HWX just to check whether it's correct. Yeah, it's getting the, if I do a split, it's also getting this. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so we have all this output already. And then next I can actually get all this here. So I mean, one way to do it will be to just like literally like if we really want to be the most cheapskate we can get, we can collect everything all at one go at the start. So it's like this. So you have this dd character where you can get this. Okay, we split. Okay, and we need to be very clear that we want to split by like a slash n here. Okay, so we have like this a and then star, maybe grid g, and then maybe we just do like this a. Okay, so let's just see whether we get the right output out. 680 is correct. Okay, but this part here is wrong, so let's see. Okay, so maybe this split was done wrongly, so let's just try this again. Okay, so all right, so we probably need to split by a slash n. Okay, which means like that. Okay, great. Yeah, so this worked. I had to use regex for this. So then we can split all the inputs like this. So like G, we have a certain row, and then from this row we can get whether is it a slash like that or slash like that. Okay, so you see I save so much characters just by doing this. Ruby rocks at the input. Okay, so what we can do next is after we have take the out input like that. Okay, and then we have all this here. We will then just look through. Okay, the height it's variable. So like for I, okay, it's not like that. So it's in Ruby what we do is like that. Uh, 0 to h. Okay, let's just print this out. Okay, yeah. Dot to array. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I do a dot dot dot, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is what we want. We want to loop from row 0 to 5. Okay, so we do like this 0 dot each. Okay, so that this will actually be, I mean I can just print out this. So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then we just checked. Okay, we print out g x. Okay, let's print out this. Okay, so we then also want to print out the, okay, we have this position here. Okay, we also want to print out the actual x value here. So let's not call it x, let's just maybe do it like that, underscore one, which refers to basically uh the first number that is in this range that we look through. So you can do underscore one like that. You save a lot of characters. You do an underscore one, then we can then map to x, okay, which is the position of where the ball is. So you can see this g equals to, okay, I'm not sure why it prints out a double slash. Is it because backslash needs to be, okay, so this double slash here is indeed a way to represent this. Okay, so we have this. Okay, we don't need to print this out anymore. Okay, so we don't need, so we have this. Okay, so if this one is okay, okay, we just print like 0 1. Okay, if let's say, so if it's a backslash like that, we print 0. If not, we print 1. Okay, so that's correct. 0 1 1. Okay, so now we need to do is we need to actually change my, okay, x plus equals to, okay. Okay, so first up, maybe what we can do is we can just like save this into like we call it maybe y equals this, okay, and then we just print 0 or 1 based on whether it's, so we have this y, okay, so we change this to y, okay. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to check whether or not is it a space or is it a backslash or is it like a slash. So what we can do is we can just check like that, okay. If it's a backslash, then don't need to do anything. If not, we can then check whether it is a front slash, okay. And maybe what I'll do is, because when we have a forward slash like that, we increase by 1. If we have a backward slash like that, we minus 1. If not, we do nothing. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, let's just print this 1 0 0 0 0 1. Okay, so let's just try something that has a minus 1. So minus 1 is like when it has this backslash. So okay, this is wrong actually, because this should be 0 0 0 0 0 1. It should be a 1 here. It's not like that. So apparently it's reading this wrongly. Maybe I need to bracket this whole thing here. Try again. Okay, so it's a minus 1 here for this. Okay, so it looks like it's sensing this character wrongly. You know what, if I do like this instead? Okay, that was bad. That was bad. Maybe I need to do like that. Why is this census? This should be census. This. Yeah, why not we just use space instead of that? Okay, so if it's a space, it will be 0. Okay, if not, if it's this one, it's minus 1. If not, it's 1. Okay, so this is okay. 1. Why do they give minus 1 for this? Why? This is so weird. This shouldn't be a minus 1 here. This thing here, it should be a 0 0. Yeah, okay. And but over here is a minus 1. This should be a 1 actually. Yeah. Oh, this is position 7. Okay, it was right all along. Yeah, it was right. It was right. Okay, so actually I was reading wrongly. So the computer was right this time around. It's me that's wrong. Okay, so yeah. Okay, what we will do is we will then like basically just add this. Then maybe we just print out x at the end. Okay, so this will just basically check whether or not it reaches, and then we just print it out. Okay, so what we can do now is, I think this is quite concise enough. I don't know whether if I remove this bracket, it would actually still, oh, it still works. Okay, then we remove the bracket then. Yeah, I think this is concise enough. So we firstly just check the position, and then we just update whether is it to the right or to the left based on whether our position is right. So I think this is really nice. I'm ready to submit it. Yeah, I mean, there's one way to reduce the size of this. I mean, I can do a question mark here, like that, to like say that this is to say like this is the term for the backslash. We can do that. There's no need to do question mark space because you can't represent space anyway. So yeah, this is the best we can do. Okay, submit. Okay, so that was 97 characters with Ruby. So yeah, you just check whether it's a backslash like that or like that to see whether it moves right or left. This code is very fast. Yeah, so similar idea. You just checked, and then you just update your X accordingly. So I had to do the if and else using this ternary operator, because Ruby, if you do if and else, you need to do if and then if. Okay, it's getting really dark here. It looks like it's going to rain. Okay, so let me just on my lights. All right, so yeah, this should be my last clash. I've got to go after this, and yeah, play again next time when I have more time. So let's see what the last puzzle would have. Oh, I aspire to study at Harvard. Oh, nice. I was thinking, why is there a red color? Oh, this is a mic. It looked like he was wearing a black tie and a red tie at the same time. Good luck with Harvard dreams. Chua. Okay, the World Championship of Rock, Paper, Scissors uses best of three. Okay, very good. Sequence of game results. One is player one won, two is player two won, zero is draw. Okay, so 2 2 1 0 0. So this is 2 2, player two won. Okay, 1 0 0 2 2. Okay, so this is a set of two. So we had to just basically check the sets, right? Yeah. So as long as there's two wins for that player, that person will win the match. Okay, so and then what we need to do is we need to see how many sets there are and then determine who wins the sets. Okay, so very simple. So P1, P2 sets will be 0. Okay, and then within the set, so maybe we also have another one, P1 set, P2 set. Okay, P1, P2 will be 0 0. Okay, if S is 0, is 1. Okay, P1 plus equals to 1. If S is 2, then P2 plus equals to 1. Okay, then if P1 is 2 or P2 is 2, that means the set, right? So P1, P2 will then be resetted. Okay, and then P1 set will be equals to 0, will be plus equals to 1. Okay, then we repeat the same thing for if P2 is 2, we reset both of them, and then the P2 set will be at equals 1. And then in the end, what we do is we just check who won the match. A set cannot, is either one. Okay, so it's either one. So I just assume that there's no, okay, P1 greater than 2, P2 print 1. I can just try that, else print 2. Okay, let's try. Okay, so 2 1. What's wrong with this? Okay, so player 1 won, player 2 won, player 1 won. So let's see. Let's see what I predicted. 2 1. So player 1 set got 2. Okay, so apparently something is wrong here. This should be a player 1 win. This is a player 2 win. And then there's a player 1 win. So my thing is not updating correctly. So what I need to do is just to check something. P1, P2. Okay, let's just print out 0 0 0 0 1 0. Okay, so player 1 won, that's correct. Then 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, that's correct. 1 1, that's correct also. Then over here we have a 2. 1 1 1 2-1. Okay, so actually it's correct. It's player two that's winning. So it's player one that's winning. So okay, what's wrong then? What's wrong here? 2-1-2. Oh, okay. So if player one sets, it's not player one, it's player one sets. Okay, so this should solve the problem already. Yeah, I just wrote the wrong condition at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. So this was a simulation game where you just basically check which player wins the set. So if player one wins the set, you update the set as one, and then you update the counts for each of their wins for player one and player two to zero again, which is over here. Okay, and then at the end of the game, you just check whose set is more than the other, and you just print out the winner accordingly. Yeah, I actually quite like this problem. It is a problem that requires you to do double checking. One checking for which player wins the set, and the other checking will be like at the end, um, who won the most sets. So, okay, I've got to go. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you again next week. Next week should be probably doing a puzzle, either medium or hard, depending on the time that I have. And yeah, hope you all learned something today. And see ya. Bye.